Busy road even on a Sunday here in Charlotte. There's a 70-mile-per-hour zone, so I figure that we'll bring it up to 80 or 90 or something. We're already doing 70. I'm not touching the steering wheel. Pressure, excellent. Temp, great. Voltage, great. Probably should fill the fuel up. Got some tunes. Alright, so right now we're gonna do, we're going 80. It's a 3000 at 80, just loves it here. I'm not touching the steering wheel. It tracks straight as can be. So what does 80 to 90 look like? I guess we'll find out. All right. It's 90 miles an hour. Hands off the wheel. No knees steering. Pretty good. No shaking. Drive a car this fast unless I was 100% confident in it. The next exit or something. Turn that down. But then here in the comments, people talking about, well, how do you know the mileage is low? Well, I know because I took the motor apart. Somebody commented, well, why did we rebuild the engine? Well, I'm going to explain that to you right now. When the car was shipped from Texas, I told the owner, do not put a battery in it and just try to crank it over. All right, it's been sitting for 20 years at the minimum. We're not even certain if it didn't sit for longer without the engine being turned over. So I said, don't touch it, just bring it to my house, my shop, my garage, let me hand turn the engine. So we did that. And when it got to my house, I put it up in the air, and I got a wrench on the crankshaft, and I went to turn it, and it fought just a little bit and then popped free and then was perfectly smooth. Beautiful, nice, smooth turning of the crank, but only 180 to 180. So it wasn't a 360. So I said, okay, we have a stuck valve, or we have some rings that sat and decided they wanted to stay there. So I said, the head has to come off. There was absolutely a valve stuck in its valve bore. Its valve guide, sorry. So the head had to come off. When I pulled the head, looked into the cylinders, you could see where the number 3 was the only one really that had a little halo right around the rings. And I said, listen, we're not Vice Grip Garage, we're not a YouTube channel, we're not gonna dump transmission fluid down the cylinders and just crank it over and hope that it cleans it all up. We're gonna pull the motor and we're gonna do it right. That's what we did, and thank God we did, because it drives great. I think I'm going back the right way. It's probably going to be a long video. Not nuts. I'm not gonna redline it, but we got a mile till Johnson, so I'm gonna turn. Okay, you see my knees aren't touching the steering wheel. This is kind of a, I don't like the way this road is, but I'm gonna let go. She's gonna drive herself. Gotta get over here, 61A. I did not rebuild the AFB or any of the electronics. They're all original. All I did was give this thing confident compression. Confident transmission. It drives like a dream. I wish I could own it, you know. Honestly, when the first auction high bidder idiot bum just ghosted after being the high bidder, I really wanted to buy it myself. I really did. I don't have that kind of cash on hand. Listen, I'm not driving this thing every day. I'm just scooting around today just to make a video. This thing sits in the garage. And every time I drive it, it just gets better and better. I mean, I don't think the rings are even really broken in yet. So this might be a half-an-hour video, I don't know, on the YouTube channel. Well, I can't really do much more fun. But there's, after kicking some ass, there's the temp. There's the pressure. The volts are good. Yeah, I ate up some fuel. The clock is showing what. Tell me, let's just go ahead and verify. 548. Yeah, it looks about right, right? 547 or so. And like I said, you want AC? We can have AC. Still got power. Listen to that. You can hear. I hope this GoPro picks up the sound. This thing sounds beautiful. And all the commenters saying, well, what about this or what about that? Ask me. Just ask me. Put in the comments, hey, Mike, the mechanic, can I have a picture of this? Can I have a picture of that? Radio's great. I took this the other day to a little cars and coffee thing. I've never been to one of those. I was way late. Man, the kids went bananas over this thing. Everybody does. Look, it's covered in pollen. Been sitting in the garage. Here we are. Stopped at the light.